The topic that we will be studying today is the land use models. Okay. Now, if you are architect, if you are a planner, and if you are preparing for any competitive exam or gate exam, you must have come across this particular term. Okay, the land use model. Now, what land use models are? Basically, first you have to understand what is land use. It is the use that any land has been, any parcel of land has been put to. It can be residential, it can be commercial, it can be industrial, and various other land uses. Today you will get the details of these land uses in NBC with respect to what is the naming being given to these land uses and what is the color by which we denote various land uses. Now, under this land use models, which was given a few decades ago, a study was done on the city of Chicago, and based on this study, various theorists came up with their observations and came up with their theories as to how a city develops or how the growth of a city is with respect to the land use. Okay, so in today's class, we will be focusing on the concentric zone model or the concentric ring model, which is given by Ernst Burgess. Okay, this we will be discussing in brief today. The second one is sector model given by Homer Hoyt. Okay, and the third one is multiple nuclei model given by Harris and Ullman. Now, if you want to check and if you want to understand these two theories also in detail, do check our videos in which we briefly talk about these theories. Now, concentric zone model, or also called as concentric ring model, which was given by Ernst Burgess. Okay, let's talk about this briefly. Now, before moving on, I want to tell you that we at KP Classes have started a capsule course for the preparation of GATE 2025, in which in 45 days, we will be covering all the subjects, all the topics that is very important from your GATE 2025 point of view. So, we will be covering all the subjects in architecture, all the subjects in planning, as well as the general aptitude. Now, with these live classes, you also get a mock test series and you also get study material along with subject-wise tests and section-wise tests. So, do join our capsule course, and to inquire, you can call us or WhatsApp on this number. If you are preparing for any competitive exam or state competitive exam, you can also inquire on this number and join our various batches with respect to that. Now, coming back to the concentric zone model, as the name suggests, the land uses are going to be in concentric rings. Now, what are these? First of all, the first zone is CBD zone, or the commercial district zone, or also called as the central business district. Okay, so C is used interchangeably in the form of commercial or central. Now, what is this? You have all the major commercial activities, your shops, offices, etc. in this zone. Next is the transition zone, which is kind of mixed land use. What is the meaning of mixed land use? Basically, you can have all the land uses in this. There is definitely a restriction with respect to the industries, manufacturing, etc. But in general, you can have, let's say, commercial, industrial, schools, hospitals, all those typologies you can have in the mixed land use. The third one is LIG housing. Now, third, let me just tell you first, third is LIG, fourth is MIG, and fifth is HIG. Now, what is the meaning of LIG, MIG, HIG? These are basically some sections divided on the economic backgrounds. So L stands for lower, so lower income group, medium income group, and higher income group. Okay, now apart from these three terms, they can use in the exam any other term. So it is important that you understand why these zones have been allocated over here and what is happening there. For example, LIG ki jagah here it is written zone of independent workers home. Next, zone of better houses and commuter zone. So let us discuss this in a little bit detail so that any term that is used in the exam you will be able to understand what it is talking about. Okay. Next one, third, we have the LIG zone. Now it has been observed in history and holds true even till date that the LIG group or the workers in the LIG group tends to settle very close to the place of the work. This is basically to reduce time and money for traveling to the place of work. Okay, next is MIG. That is this 4 point. MIG meaning medium income group. So they want to live away from the congestion. They want, a bigger dwelling units. Now with congestion, you can also understand that the land rates in this particular zone is very high because we have the CBD over here. Okay. So land rates decreases as we move further from the CBD. Now LIG people, if they are staying very close to the CBD, they live in smaller dwellings. Okay, that is something that the MIG does not want. They want slightly bigger land dwellings or dwellings in general. So they stay in this zone of 4. Next is the HIG zone, or also called as the commuter zone, meaning what? They are okay to settle down far away from the CBD and they will be commuting to the CBD for their work. So they have enough amenities, enough infra, or you can say enough assets. You have vehicles, you have enough time so that you can travel to the CBD and come back. They basically want bigger land parcels to construct their house, park their vehicles, and they want green spaces. They want to live away from the congestion. Look at the 3D that is there. You have the CBD area, which here you can see by high rise and high density area. Next is your transition area or a mixed area, mixed zone kind of an area. The next one, you have LIG housing. In this you can see a medium rise kind of a setting, but the dwelling units are very close to each other without any buffer space or any green space. The next one, MIG, you see the dwelling units are slightly further away as compared to the LIG, but less compared to your HIG. Now the next one is the commuter zone, which is the HIG, in which you see a lot of green spaces and you see dwelling units in these areas which are comparatively low rise. Okay. Now what kind of questions can be asked in your exam? It can be a 1 mark question or it can be a 2 mark question. Okay, 1 mark question can be one related to land use, and second one related to who gave a particular theory. So theory and theorists. Now in this land use, probably you are given a sketch with labeling being done in the form of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you have to tell which land use are we talking about under which number. Okay. Next, in 2 mark question also you can get the land use and you can get the theory and the theorist. So one column can be the serial numbers, for example, and in the next column can be the land uses. Okay. The second thing, you can be given the name of the various theories in one column and name of the various theorists in the other column, and you have to match it to the correct option. Okay. Here we end the understanding of concentric zone model. If you want to look or if you want to go into the details of the other 2 modules or other 2 land use models, please check out our video.
KP Classes, dedicated to excellence.